So guys, let us try to identify these 5 spotters in radiology. ठीक है? So this is the spotter number 1. Spotter number 1. Have a look at this X-ray of the right shoulder. This is the first X-ray. Moving on to the next X-ray. This is a lateral X-ray of the cervical spine. Try to identify this. This is an X-ray of the hand. X-ray of the hand. This is an NCCT image of the pelvis. What is it showing? Last image for you. Right? Now let us see what is our observations. In the first image, guys, we can see that there is fracture of the proximal end of the first metacarpal, and it is extending into the articular surface. So this is the intra-articular fracture of the proximal end of first metacarpal. Intra-articular fracture of the proximal end of first metacarpal. So this is known as Bennett's fracture. If this would have been a comminuted fracture, we would have called it a Rolando fracture. In the second image, we can see that this is a pseudo Bennett fracture. Why it is a pseudo Bennett fracture? Because it is not involving your articular surface. That is why this is known as a pseudo Bennett fracture. In the second image, guys, we can see that there is fracture of the axis vertebra. Fracture in the pedicle of the axis vertebra, and this is also known as hangman's fracture. Hangman's fracture. If there would have been a fracture of the first vertebra, that is your atlas, then we would have called it a Jefferson fracture. Jefferson fracture. Coming to the third spotter. In the third spotter, you can see that the acromion process is not in line with the clavicle. So this occurs in a case with acromioclavicular dislocation. Acromioclavicular dislocation. So normally this acromion process of the scapula, it will form a joint with the lateral end of the clavicle. So in this case, you can see that the acromion process and clavicle, these are not lying in the same plane. So first of all, let us identify the normal structures. This is your bladder. This is the rectum. This is some lesion. Okay. This lesion, it is causing the destruction of the sacrum. So this lesion is most probably arising from the sacrum. And guys, the most common tumor that you can find in this region, it is your chordoma. Some people call it as sacrococcygeal teratoma. It is not a sacrococcygeal teratoma because you are not seeing any fat attenuation contents within it. Okay, and it will also not cause so much destruction of your sacrum. So the last image, here we can see that there is osteopenia present in the patient, and we can also see that there is subperiosteal bone resorption. Seen in this patient. Within the middle and proximal phalanx of the second, third, and fourth finger, in all the fingers, you can see that there is subperiosteal bone resorption. And guys, this is seen in a patient with hyperparathyroidism. So the most common cause of primary hyperparathyroidism, it is your parathyroid adenoma. Okay. So guys, I take a lot of these spotter sessions in radiology. on Unacademy Learning app. So you can join me on the Unacademy Learning app, and you can download the Unacademy Learning app, follow me there, and join me for these fast revision sessions which I take daily at around 10 to 11 p.m. I usually leave the notifications for these classes in my Telegram group, and you can use the code HimanshuMamC to download it and watch these lectures completely free of cost on the Unacademy Learning app. Thank you, guys.